Look at them, how to make it in America. Real day one, ain't a lot of us. Mom worked 2 jobs, it was hard for us. Me and sis made it out, now she proud of us. They didn't teach me how to rap in those private schools. Wasn't like my rich friends, had a lot to lose. Less money, less options, lot of rules. So when that first deal came, it was opportune. And shorty got potential, I scout that. She say she in love, but I doubt that. Maybe it's the clout. I get love in the north, I get love in the south, yeah. Shorty claims she a feminist, and her feminine. Girl, you know that he average. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cop the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Cody Parkey now, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Brees to throw on 2nd down. Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Brees on 3rd down. Hard throw, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Come on, gotta go, gotta go.
First carry now for Jordan Howard. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. And it'll bring up third down.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down.
We go. You see it? You see it?
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Being chased out left. He can run for. Now Trubisky lost the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
All the practice, all the training, all the meetings. In this situation, I know exactly what quarterbacks are taught. Take care of the football. That's job one, paramount. Because you cough it up here, you might be giving up 6 points real easy.
Tip of the cap to the defense, though, forcing the fumble. The football going back over to the New Orleans Saints, and a team this year, Charles, that really took off after that Week 1 loss. For me, it all came together Week 9. You think back to that game when they beat the Rams, knocked off their undefeated streak to start the regular season. So now, are the Saints really Super Bowl winning contenders? I mean, do you put them in that category?
Oh, I certainly do, and I think people were wondering how they would respond this season after what happened to end last season, the Minneapolis Miracle, where they ended up giving up the touchdown pass in the last play of the game in the playoffs. And when it started losing at home to Tampa Bay, many wondered if their psyche had really been affected, but they've regrouped since then. The defense is really playing well. And then there's always Drew Brees to Mike Thomas, and that has worked very well for them.
Well, since you mentioned Michael Thomas, and we talked about that win over the Rams, never forget going to get the flip phone, Mr. Michael Thomas, channeling his inner Joe Horn from back in the day. From the gun on third down, Brees. And this is complete. It's Marshall. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be fourth and short.
So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. Brees going to sneak it. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
I thought when you move it to the other side, he's supposed to go to the other side. I didn't know that. I wouldn't have done that. Okay.
Lock in, lock in. Lock in, lock in.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Okay.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
It ain't gonna really matter, though.
There you go, we got, you see it, you see it?
On second down, Trubisky. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down.
Hey, 18.
Now Trubisky to throw. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. They get 7 there, but it brings up fourth.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
That's pulled in at the 32. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Ready. You ready? Left.
Breeze now on 1st down. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Left. Hey, two.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. They go screen. This is Ingram. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
21. Ready. Yellow lady.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
2 minutes remain in a scoreless 1st half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break.
Stuck.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. Steps away to his left. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
Now that was an inspirational scramble for a 1st down, all the while absorbing a big-time hit. Well, we know the guys in the huddle appreciate what he's doing. But how about the guys in the press box, the luxury boxes, the guy who signs his checks, and especially the main guy with the headset on the sideline? I'm not so sure they like that so much.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Shedding the tackle. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the 2nd half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They'll run here with Ingram. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Now they'll throw with Breeze. Dancing, hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to wish for more. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you've got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Hey, 18. 18.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, as the first half is winding down. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away.
Come up out of there.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Trubisky to throw on second. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there at 22. Now Trubisky on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. You know, Charles, it is hard to believe that we are sitting on the doorstep of Thanksgiving week. Already that time of year, but it always gives us good football. One of the games on Thanksgiving, Chicago and Detroit, that'll get the party started at 12:30 Eastern.
One of the traditional games, Detroit hosting, Dallas hosting, but in this case, we will stay in the Motor City. And this is the longest-running annual series in the NFL. A lot of people think about Detroit and Green Bay or Chicago and Green Bay. It's Detroit and Chicago. They've met at least once a year since 1930, 178 times total, and they just met 2 weeks ago in Chicago and going to do it again.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle. Throwing on second down. And that's complete to Marshall on the crossing route. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Here's Breeze. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking for his big target, Brandon Marshall. And that'll bring up second down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal. This is third and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Escaping, and he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. Jonathan Bullard in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a fourth down. And Lutz's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
There go your boy, Bruce Arians. He commentating now. Well, he ain't commentating.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 40. Trubisky with a give to Howard. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4.
I ain't even gonna watch no more game until the night.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And his throw here is incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He finds Robinson. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Lock it. Hey, 18. Move.
Now it's Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And he goes down, but not before getting his inside the 25. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And able to work his way down to the 16. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bears will extend their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
That's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Here's Parkey now, set to kick it.
I don't do it. I rather play a zone where I can see where the ball is.
To return it, Alvin Kamara. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Akeem Hicks in there to get him for a loss of 5. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they left little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
To the ball.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15. Throwing now is Breeze. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Breeze, got to have this one. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Sheldon Rankins coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Miller. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to lead the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you've got to run fast. Of course, you've got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And that is incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Saints will have the football back.
Now, that's just simply good coaching and excellent technique on that play. You know why? Because everyone wants to rush the passer when they want to throw the football, but you're not always going to get there. So what are you taught to do? When the ball's finally thrown, get your hands up in the passing lanes, and they batted that one away.
No. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Khalil Mack in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
In his own end zone, it's Breeze. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Danny Trevathan, and that will set him up in excellent shape. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
What's wrong with you, baby?
From their own 2 Charles, they opted to throw it instead of run it. We saw the outcome.
That thing what a lot of teams count on is defenses to stack the line of scrimmage, trying to force a safety or force a turnover there. But if you've got a good defensive front, you just allow them to play the run, and everyone else stays ready, and they were, and they picked that one off.
Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Yep. I gotta get rid of that 60-60. Yeah, I don't like that.
I live with birds come in. Sounds like I see it's in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again.
Damn.
You from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle. LOD logo the tag. I go in back of the. They all for me. My diamonds, they all look good.
Yeah, that was y'all getting.
I go to bed on bed. I got the beam in the flats. I got it in the back. Haters, they talk the chat. They step on the rock, the man. I'm a K-back. 400K. I found out where you lay at. I got the lurker and the head cats. Pockets stay fat. I got the pockets scamming, they know what bank said. I got the work in the avenue, they know what Tank said.
With the
I got the they know what you said. I got some business up in the jungle, they know what you said. I came on top of the building, we had a plan. We came on top of the building, we never ran. Down there, thought that had been.
That's why I say I hope so.
10 o'clock, got a flight out, yeah, I'm going back out to Japan. I got 2 Billy truck and a bitch at door with a lane. I'm Batman, I'm best man. I got my best man, I got the hotels when I step out, yeah, your boy got a doorman. I go to nightclubs with a Yeah, they call me the madman. I ain't no madman. I just go crazy, man. Ball hard, can't chase, man. Chop woods, rip wasteland. This what happens when you give it a taste life, then you give it a wasteland. This what happens when you give it a fake life, then you give it a ape man. I live with birds come out. Sounds like I see it in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of it. I got a girl, Brett. She want to bounce. I live with birds come out. Sounds like I see it in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of it. I got a girl, Brett. She want to bounce.
Goddamn faggot in his coat.
I beat up little kids now. Let's go.
I seen the best of them, Jando. 25 life in the canto. Never met a man that they can't talk. We're talking on the phones, they can hear us. When you got dumb cake up in the say that they be waiting for you in the bushes. Take it up and down the interstate. Yeah, we really touch you.
Tell her, who you doing? Hang that phone. Hello?
You better not. Where you ain't
Hello?
I had six phones, I got rid of them all. We get hit and sit down, we don't talk to the law. Yeah, they think I'm tripping.
Come over there and win. Today?
Yeah, because my mom was cooking and he wanted whatever she was cooking.
I want something. Yeah, you can come.
Okay, she said if you give him 50 cents, she'll send him home with 50 cents to give me back.
Yeah, I gave him $1. I gave him $1 this morning.
Okay.
Yeah, boy. I told her, yeah.
My phone still echo, the feds won't let go. Money never sleeps when you're the black Gordon Gecko. Line looking like they waiting on the retro.
Stop, boy.
I feel special.
What up, bro? Yeah.
My shoebox money afforded me the spree wells.
Alright, he finna get the charges. I'm gonna get the ring.
Too much clicking in the connection.
Yeah.
Connect the dots with my
Yeah,
connection.
hang the phone up.
Face to face,
Yeah, Terrell. Hang the phone up.
You know how I do. Push.
You gotta bring your ass home at a decent time. Yeah. What's she supposed to be cooking that you want? Barbecue turkey. You don't know nothing about no damn barbecue turkey. I know. Yeah, get them shoes, boy. 200 bands off them $20 flips. I'm going by myself when it's time to. You got on. What color you got on, too? I put on my yellow. Don't worry about it. I'm dolo when I'm out making different moves. Pull up to the shop just to pick and choose. I'm that. Don't get confused.
How you want to fight with clothes?
Afraid I did. I didn't lose. Shame. I done seen the best of them. 25.
That's what you did. Okay, that's why I'm on him. I didn't know who they was because he trying to hit me with him.
Terry, get your pants, boy.
It's raining outside of his bill. Cause they ain't going outside of it.
They call him podcast Poppy. King goes, I see they trying to copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know.
The NFL is on EA Sports as we come to you from the StubHub Center in Carson, California. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Los Angeles Rams and their Southern California rivals, the Los Angeles Chargers. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway in Southern California. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
The Rams on us. Shit. I wish I had. Stop, Tyrell. What are you doing? Leave your mama pocketbook alone. You better bring your ass home back tonight, boy, at a decent time. You better not be back here at no 11 o'clock. You better be back here no later than 10 o'clock.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can
boy.
Didn't happen on that play.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face a third down.
Got that.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down.
What's up, Darryl? What's going on with you, boy?
Throwing on third. Gone. And the third down pass falls incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Got a second here to talk about the Chargers as they bring their offense back out. And specifically Phillip Rivers, Charles, 4th quarterback in history to start 200 consecutive games. The other 3, Brett Favre and Eli and Peyton Manning. But he's playing at an MVP level, is he not?
He certainly is, and should be getting some attention for that. The tough part, Patrick Mahomes has kind of taken over that talk this year. But still, the way that he has the Chargers playing, the way he's delivering the football, spreading it around, he has his team in contention in the AFC West, definitely there for a playoff spot, and they can be so dangerous down the stretch. And remember, they're supposed to get defensive end Joey Bosa back for the stretch run. He's been out with a foot injury. Hit 23 sacks in his first 2 years. He'll make Melvin Ingram that much better on the other side.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
I'm definitely old shit now.
Hey, Rocket!
It ain't gonna matter. You gotta take a jacket.
Rivers sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Leave that blind alone. Let it go. Tyree, come and get him before he tear them blinds up.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do
Let
on
that go,
3rd?
boy.
From the gun, Rivers. He's got his man. It's Williams.
Tyree,
And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Rivers now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Rivers now to throw on 1st down. And this one complete to Virgil Green. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Again, it's Rivers. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Yeah, I'm talking
about So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
There's going to be you too, Darryl.
7 yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field.
Yeah, right.
Job one here, Charles. Just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
You had something in the bag over there? Well, he got about 4
So Rivers will lead the Chargers out 1st and 10 at their own 26. Back to it after the pick 6. Rivers out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker.
Ready, 390. 5-4. Wait.
Throwing, Rivers. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very solid gain of 27. Back now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Gordon on 1st down. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 37 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Point after, right down the
middle. Said that's how you going to run you over, Darryl. I was in my pad defense right there, boy. I was damn that
so come across that game here as the kicks away.
That's the only choice he had right there.
This is taking about 7 yards deep. And the Los Angeles Rams, they continue to be a great story this season. A solid team. That wonderful start, although they did lose Week 9, obviously, to New Orleans. So the 72 Dolphins celebrated again.
Yeah, they got a chance to hug it out and still be the last team to go undefeated in modern football. 17-0 that team was, but let's face it, no one shedding any tears for the Rams after that loss to New Orleans. They still have weapons galore on offense, a stout defensive front led by.
He's going to take this one in for the Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, 75 yards. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness to it? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. Zerline out now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past
then what I'm going to do to you? How about you going to stop my renegade?
Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
A big dose of Gurley.
On the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
I wouldn't know. Oh!
Rivers on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And that one results in 35 yards. 12. A first down throw here for Rivers. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. And give him a gain of 37. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Yeah, we going to be goddamn score. Who had the ball leg? Who had the ball leg? Gave me 4 minutes.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
76, Helen, 76, 76.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Back to the
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses happen their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
Is that right?
Super 66.
He ate your candy. Baby stuck his spoon in there and took it and ate them.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
What's up, man?
Delay of game penalty. Ships him back 5 yards. Makes it 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. He's letting it fly for Cook. It got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit the tackle to Brandon Mebane.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Goff.
And
that is incomplete.
There we go.
He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. And it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles. Because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
No! Go in. Oh, he went out.
And this one is no good. He missed it.
That thing kept moving, boy. Kept moving.
And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the 2nd quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity.
I don't know, Darryl.
To make
I don't know who it could be. Derek or somebody. Maybe E.
At the end of half.
Might be E.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10.
Could be road watching. I mean, I got people. Watch me. Oh, shit.
Now Rivers. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
I guess he don't want it to be.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, Rocket! 5-4.
Throwing Rivers. On the crossing route, complete. That's Williams. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A really good pickup of 28 yards. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. On 1st and 10, Rivers. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Hey, with that incompletion, time to have some fun. And I want to know, at the Davis household, who carves the turkey?
Well, certainly not me.
Well, I knew that.
I can tell you that. But let's just switch it. Who cares who carves the turkey? I want to know what you're going to be knocking down on your plate on Thanksgiving Day.
Well, definitely turkey. Now, my mom's corn and green bean casserole, while it may not sound overly appetizing, is out of this world. And her sweet potato casserole, second to none.
So, I should be making my plans to fill a seat at the garden household?
You're more than welcome.
Because I think my household may kick me out.
What's your favorite? What's on your plate?
I'm telling you, when you throw the yams at me, look out. Because I'm gonna go to town. That's like dessert to me.
Well, how about dessert? I go pecan and apple pie with vanilla ice cream.
Ooh, there's nothing wrong with that. I like the pecan pie, but I do love a chocolate pie. I can't help myself. It's one of my favorites.
Time for a break. We've hit. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
The third quarter starts with a run by Gurley. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Again they run with Gurley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. Goff finding Cooks on a big play. 48 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Out of the gun, Goff. Looking for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side.
I tried to take it on.
Battled and made a key play.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
That's a football play right there. That takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right, get it to your back, get a lot of people out in front, control the line of scrimmage, wide receivers blocking downfield. It almost feels like half the crowd is in front of him, getting it down to the secondary.
Yep.
They have a tough time getting him down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing on first down. Rivers. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Rivers. He's got his man on the crossing route.
Really?
Touchdown,
Safety.
Tyrell Williams, 65 yards. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see them, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Or any speed limits out there, and off he went. But I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
That shit was that right there. That shit, they didn't play that right at all.
Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter.
Talking about he gonna kill us, bro. We'll see. You just get your damn PlayStation tonight, you.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Back to the workhorse today, it's Gurley. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Goff.
Oh, my.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted.
Yeah. Look at my tight end, bro. Why he always do that play like that? And that's his play.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass.
Yeah.
And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers out 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Rivers now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10.
Throw it over there to the corner.
Here's Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And this is going to be incomplete. Nickel Roby-Coleman there defensively.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams getting set to go now. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. It'll be a gain of 2. And speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. The play fake to Gurley. Now gone. And he can't get through. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Melvin Ingram in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And,
Are you serious? Are you fucking serious? There's no way. The ball was behind it.
Trying to get it to Woods.
I'm sorry, baby. The ball was behind it.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing.
Okay.
And here, the play's not there, but
Come
he
on,
throws
let's
it
bring
anyway.
it back. I won't lose rematch.
Hurry up!
Bullshit. Watch that run right there. Come on.
Throwing here, Rivers. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead.
I'm saying I threw it over him and then all of a sudden, that was a high pass too with it.
Let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
Now that is his game.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can't.
They lied right there. I threw that damn thing over his head.
Cheap and easy.
I knew he was in the middle. That's why I threw it high. And he still jumped up and kicked. Hell no. There's no way. Even the ball was behind him, and somehow it let no man. This motherfucker broke like a son.
This field a few yards into the end zone, and the decision to bring it out will.
You goddamn bring it back, goddamn it. Hell no. There's no way in hell. I complete that pass 90% of the damn time when I do it like that. And all of a sudden, he was sitting in the center field, just they gave him a little damn jump. I'll come back to your field. That don't make no sense. Thank you. What's up, bro? Huh? We finna play us now, cause they got them cheating me right there, boy. I threw that son bitch over his head and he got them. I don't give a damn. I complete that pass 90% of the time. Over the damn linebacker, cause I know he's sitting in the zone. That motherfucker jumped up and tipped it to himself. Shit. Shit.
Hey, I'll be back on later on.
All right. Yeah. There's no way. You going to your Kansas City? Tell me what you doing, baby. Get out that bathroom. Come on. Oh, you getting tissue. Oh. Come on. That's enough. Come on. Come on, baby. You ain't got to bring the whole. Malik, you might have to go get it. I think he pulling the whole roll off.
Super fly for the dumbos. Plenty slides like a shuffle. Hit the cadence on my young. As a case in the ocean, but the old with the cane stick. Let my slippers at the function. It's hard to run the Gucci slides. That bet you say you didn't never. I'm a stand up. Jackie Chan, no travel. Can't clean it with the beat. Dripping from the. No, Lord, not me. I can never be the one you want to stuff for. Money,
they didn't let nobody know. They sure didn't. What time it is? 4:21?
Next time you step on my phone.
Damn.
You got burn that.
Don't let him have my thing. You going to Chicago now? I gotta get somebody to do it. No, I don't want to play them with them. Let me see what my still can do. I know I gotta cover a hole. Okay, 3-3 now.
same squad. Drop top coupe, Dodge raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad. Drop top coupe, Dodge raindrops.
Baby, put that Chris back over there. Yeah, and your mama leaking. She got a plug. She got a plug.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Cody Parkey now, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. Fielded about a yard deep.
Well, hang the phone. Why you got it on the PlayStation?
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Oh, my bad. Going where? Oh, man.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
First carry for James Conner, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Roethlisberger will hand to Conner. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Excuse me.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Toss play, Conner. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Back-to-back running plays putting him in negative territory. What can they do coming up on 3rd and 15?
What, boy?
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And it's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. Looking deep downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Throwing here, Trubisky. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down.
Lock it, lock it.
Yeah, that's all he is.
18.
Trubisky to throw again. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
What is it? 10.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, week 12 in the NFL, also Thanksgiving week, and 3 games on Thanksgiving. We know about Chicago, Detroit, Washington, and Dallas. Don't forget about the 3rd and final game on Turkey Day, just as the early Black Friday shoppers are lining up. Atlanta and New Orleans.
And those Black Friday shoppers will be throwing serious elbows about the time this bad boy kicks off. Now, think about this weekend, or think about this Thanksgiving. It has the feel of a college rivalry weekend, doesn't it? Every game, intense rivalry. Chicago, Detroit, Washington, Dallas, and now this one, Atlanta, New Orleans. These two don't like each other very much. A huge game in the NFC South. Can't wait to watch this one. Matt Ryan, Drew Brees match each other throw for throw.
Swinging them keys around. You either put them on or sit them down until you get ready to go.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Damn.
And that'll set him back 5.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw you like that now.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. He got 29 yards that time. And connection number 1 there on the game, Roethlisberger to Boney Tony. Antonio Brown, that's what his high school teammates used to call him.
I wonder what they would call him now.
More muscular, more successful Boney Tony Brown, right?
I'd say you're probably right. They may be all of that. They'll still call him Boney Tony, but Ben Roethlisberger calls him my number 1 target.
Left.
Damn, man. It don't matter what I damn do. Get him to come up to the line. That shit still got there. Motherfucker be moving, boy. Come on.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Oh, yeah, god damn, man.
Here's Connor. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Hurry up. I got 2-minute warning, see.
2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break.
No.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And they get to it with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Khalil Mack in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Now Ben on 3rd and long. And he's going to go down again. Khalil Mack in there to get him his 2nd sack now in the afternoon.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
How gonna kick it? How'd you go into the... How?
On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears.
No, I didn't see it. I didn't want to play the ball.
Fielding just inside the 20. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Bears take over. Onto the field now come the Bears.
Don't you go in the
Bears. Drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
They're not going to the bathroom.
Your defense, thank you. A huge thank you.
No, they do where you can't open it.
Stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Man, how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
Get away from that bathroom door. They're not going in that bathroom unless you're in that water. I know that's what you want to do. Then I do it.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Touchdown, Chicago! Allen Robinson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
Parkey with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. On the return, it's Juju Smith-Schuster. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And this one is incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Set to resume. Here we go in the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On second down, here's Trubisky. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Chicago first down, the former Jag, Allen Robinson, on the catch from Trubisky. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Lock it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On second down, Trubisky. Over the middle, that's caught by Miller. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
He on his way down.
Now it's Trubisky. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first. On first down, they run with Howard. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Charles, I want to go in a different direction for a second, talk about Le'Veon Bell, because the November 13th report date has come and gone. He's still not with the Steelers. Now, the good news, though, Le'Veon Bell not there, but James Conner has been good in his stead.
He certainly has, and we have to think now that maybe we won't see Le'Veon Bell in a Pittsburgh Steelers uniform, ever again. And that's for another day.
Come on, Brian.
You just hit it, though. James Conner. This Pittsburgh team has really elevated its game around James Conner, playing awfully well. He's playing well. And I think there's a certain sense when you watch them that they all want to prove something to Le'Veon Bell, that they can play well without him. And so far, it's working.
And James Conner, he's an easy guy to root for. Now Roethlisberger to throw.
Come on, man. What the hell is do that for?
And he's just across midfield.
That was possession catching and everything.
Brandon, this is a better.
Turn my damn, bro. Man, what are you doing, man?
Nisha, can I send a picture of it?